The Grand National, from a public point of view, it's the main race of the year. You know, it's huge.
Coming forward, and they're off for the Randox Grand National handicap chase.
People say if you win a Grand National, you get more public acknowledgement than you do if you win a Gold Cup.
This is a big breakaway. Obviously, his run at Cheltenham's a bit of a concern.
You know, he's got to get into a rhythm.
He runs sort of with the enthusiasm he did at Chepstow in the Welsh National when he was second, and he's got a great each-way chance, I think.
We know that, unfortunately, horses get injured. To think that they think they're going to be able to storm it and stop it, I don't see what they're going to achieve.
Apparently there's some protesters that have blocked a fence.
I don't think they achieved anything in doing what they were doing.
It's April, the closing weeks of the Jumps calendar. After a hard week at Cheltenham, Joe reflects on the season so far.
Pleased enough with the season. It's been a stop-start season weather-wise, but they're in pretty good nick again now. Does he hang at all up for that, Harry? Got a chance of getting to 50. I'm more concerned about £1 million in prize money, which I'm 120 grand off. So I've only got 3 weeks. If we have a bit of luck, hopefully we'll get there.
A little bit down on winners from last season, but plenty to look forward to. It'd be nice to get to 50 at the local track, wouldn't it? A couple of chances. Scirocco's Dream, Triple Trade. You'd have a chance as well.
With 4 runners at Wincanton today, Joe hopes he will secure his 50th winner. But after 2 seconds, all hopes lie with Triple Trade in the last race.
They're off and racing for the King Alfred the Great handicap steeplechase final race on the card. Triple Trade is travelling very strongly.
Oh, go ahead and jab at that.
Down towards the third last they go, and it's Native Robin and Triple Trade. Native Robin, the black cap, Triple Trade, the red sleeves, goes on at the third last. It's Triple Trade for the Tizzard team. Triple Trade brilliantly. Lazy Sunday. And it's Triple Trade who leads by a couple of lengths as always. It's Triple Trade to Lazy Sunday, and Triple Trade has won it.
You know, I'm chuffed. It's 50, that's good. It is like a good number, and I'm pleased to get there.
After bagging the 50th winner, the yard's attention turns towards Aintree and the Grand National.
This is a big breakaway. His run at Cheltenham's a bit of a concern, but yeah, it's the same sort of work at home, but he's had a few days out. That seems to have really freshened him up, and he seems to be really enjoying his work.
The big breakaway will go to the Grand National. I'm really happy with him. He looks $1 million in his coat and that. You know, he's got to get into a rhythm.
With him, he's got so much ability. He's always sort of threatened to have a big race in him.
He runs sort of with the enthusiasm he did at Chepstow in the Welsh National when he was second, and he's got a great each-way chance, I think.
Well, it's just final preps really for getting organised for Aintree. Well, we do even amounts around the sand, and I want them to use the right muscles around there. Alice, get her to lead on the right leg. She still hasn't done it now. If you look at it, it won't do it, will it? Start again, Alice, looking at it, get her to lead on the inside leg. I want them to work properly around here. And it's just lazy if they just flop in round and not lead on both legs. Riders are lazy if they don't change them. And they know that, they get told that 3 times a week. That's what I'm here for.
Joe plans to run Eldorado Allen at Aintree, but in the hunt to reach his £1 million target, he cannot decide which race to run in.
Eldorado Allen in the hurdle or the handicap chase. Luxury problem, isn't it? It's a 100 grand race or a 250 grand race, so if we get it right and he runs a big race, there's some decent prize money on the line. If the hurdle race turns out to be a 7 or 8 runner race, £250,000 race, I'd probably take a chance in that. But, you know, he controls the weights in the other race. I've already had 2 trainers ring me up with 4 days to go, are you running? Because it puts them in a predicament. I quite like being in control of that. I have a bit of fun with that for a bit. Well, the Grand National, from a public point of view, it's probably the main race of the year. You know, it's huge. 4.5 miles over those big fences. People say if you win a Grand National, you get more public acknowledgement than you do if you win a Gold Cup.
All the way to the line, Noble Yates has won the National!
You know, this is a £1 million race. It's a monster.
And they're off!
To get around the Grand National, the horse, it needs to be a brave horse, you know, it needs to be fluent. That's the thing. I mean, there's more runners than in any other race. It's like any sport, isn't it? Can you handle it?
And they're off.
And we've had some great fun at Aintree. Dad was leading trainer at Aintree 1 year. We won the Topham back-to-back with Ultra Gold.
Ultra Gold, he won it 12 months ago. Ultra Gold wins the Topham.
We want to have plenty of runners at Aintree, and we should do our best to try and have runners in it for as long as possible.
As Aintree fast approaches, the media is engulfed in a breaking story.
The pressure group Animal Rising say more than 100 people have signed up to protest the potential dangers in the Grand National.
We know that, unfortunately, horses get injured. To think that they think they're going to be able to storm it and stop it, I don't see what they're going to achieve. You know, they're activists. They enjoy jumping on the bandwagon. I'd much rather they phone me up directly and come into my yard, spend the morning with me, meet the staff, look at the horses, look how they're treated. I would welcome anybody into our yard at any time to see how well these horses are looked after. If racing and the local police haven't got together and set up a good enough plan to stop a few hundred people trying to cause damage, it's a bad job. It's a huge event, and I can't see for a second it's going to be affected.
With no runners on day 1 at Aintree, Killer Kane is the first horse to race for Joe on day 2.
Killer Kane ran well at Kempton. He perhaps didn't quite see it out. I think the Topham is all about jumping with him, and that's a bit of an unknown. If he gets into a nice rhythm and sit in the first half a dozen, he could run a big race.
The rain has continued to fall here at Aintree, the ground now being given as soft. The runners and riders making their way into the paddock now for the Topham 2.5 mile handicap chase, just one circuit encompassing 18 of those famous fences.
Straight down. I use upside, I don't, whatever you want. Good luck, mate.
Looking at the runners, they're making their way out now onto the course. At number 28 is Killer Kane, Brendan Powell, 25 to 1.
In a noseband is Killer Kane in black and a yellow triple diamond.
I'm the only one with a noseband, am I? I think so. Oh, they're not going to let him go there.
The Randox supports Race Against Dementia, Topham handicap steeplechase.
This is looking promising. Flags up again, and this time they're off. Away for the Randox
Missed the start.
handicap chase, running towards the first of 18 fences.
Missed the start, he did.
But they all got over the first. Auton Couleur towards the inside with the grey Bill Baxter, and right there, Gin on Lime.
That's right where he is. Lovely little posse.
Killer Kane and Hard Lime. Jess Kill round the inside of Equus Dancer, out wide Epsom to Who.
And coming to take the 5th, Vander Blues is right up there with Gin on Line to the inside as they get over the 5th.
Quite a nice little posse there, really, isn't it? Jumping, all right.
Ashtown Lad wider out, followed by Killer Kane Kilteely Briggs.
They now approach Beecher's Brook, fence number 10.
Yeah, nice position. Don't drop back from there, but...
Allure to the outside, followed by Final Orders and Bill Baxter. El Dancer made a mistake. The Machine is next. Killer Kane, Jess Keel and Cooper's Cross and Fantastic Lady as they approach Valentine's.
Definitely got a chance from there.
Wider out is Ashtown Lad, Fantastic Lady, trying to get into things as they clear over this final open ditch, and going there was Cooper.
Oh, he's dropping back.
Next is Killer Kane, then Kilteedy Briggs. Jess Keel is under pressure.
Stringing out a bit, aren't they, on this break?
Back then to find Hereditary Roar, who's in front of Burrows St. Equus Dancer Select.
Set up again now. There's only 2 to jump in there. So you're finishing the first 4 now.
Is Fanda Blues, then De Machine, and still then there's Ashtown Lad pulling up before the second last. Killer Kane chasing them. Fantastic Lady.
He might be third. He might be third.
In the final fence. Killer Kane in fourth.
He's going to be third.
Bill Baxter on the far side. Fantastic Lady. But it's Bill Baxter who goes 2 lengths clear.
That's a good run. Keep him going.
And Bill Baxter wins the Topham. In second, Fantastic Lady. Killer Kane a weary third.
Third. Loved them, yeah. Killer Kane ran a blinder, jumped great, had every chance turning in, and loved the fences. Couldn't wish for any more, really. Boy. Well done, that lovely ride, wasn't it? Yeah, he did. Oh boy. Just a solid horse, you know, he turns up. That was perfect.
No, you rode him perfectly.
And he's run absolutely blinder.
Yeah.
Let's run a blinder. Lovely ride. And he enjoyed it. He's kept galloping. Good start to the meeting. Over the moon with him. Couldn't have asked for any more. Well done. He's had a real good ride, and you know we're all chuffed to bits. And I look forward to 2 nice runners tomorrow. Pressure's on. He did.
It's the morning of the Grand National. Chris and the team are taking today's runners out for a morning stretch. Although the sun is out, yesterday's rain has affected the going, which may have an impact on Joe's runners.
You know, I love the rain for big breakaway. Eldorado Allen maybe wants it a bit better, but you'll never hear me complain about a bit of softer ground. This is proper national hunt weather.
He's got a right spring in his step. It feels really good.
Stable jockey Brendan Powell, who is riding both horses today, takes some time to walk the course with his father.
What do you remember the national when you won it?
Back in the day, yeah. Look, he had a bit of class, and because he'd have almost won the Gold Cup 2.5 weeks before. So he had that bit of class, and he sort of, when I got to the elbow, I knew I'd win then. So.
Ryman Reason's been left in front of West Step.
He wasn't a great jumper of a park fence, really.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't very good. He's only a small horse. He jumped better than I thought he would, in all fairness.
Yes, it's Ryman Reason being chased by Mononor, just behind Mononor.
I think you can go out there, you can be looking to see how everything else is going as you do in a normal race. But with this, it's actually just survival early on. Killer Kane yesterday. You know, I was just thinking early on, God, is he going to get a position? But after about 5 or 6, you got the position you wanted, wasn't it? And he got into a lovely rhythm. He went and popped his fences, and you know, he got there with his chance, and he stayed on. And he ran a lovely race, and you've just got to do the same.
Ryman Reason is beginning to get up. He's going to win it. Once they come to the line, Ryman Reason has won the national.
I'm quite looking forward to it. I suppose everyone, when they're riding the national, thinks they have a chance because there's been some good stories over the years with outsiders winning it. It's got all the right credentials and just need a bit of luck along the way.
If he hadn't run in Cheltenham and coming straight here after a second in the Welsh National, given that weight, everybody be saying, God, he's the horse to beat.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, exactly.
Well, we've enjoyed some incredible racing here in Liverpool over the past 2 days. Crowds now flocking in to enjoy the sunshine on Grand National Day as we look forward to the world's most famous horse race.
Joe's first runner on Grand National Day is Eldorado Allen, a horse that has proven invaluable to Joe and his owners.
Your name alone on the licence now, so you've got Eldorado Allen coming up in this race.
Well, he's been dining at the top table for all season. Well, the last 2 seasons, really. You know, if he keeps running like he's been running, then it gives him a little each-way chance. a good start and then sit in the first half of Dublin wherever you can travel. Just be positive with his jumping. Good luck.
The grey Eldorado Allen, he's quite an interesting runner, this horse. He's been plying his trade in Grade 1 company nearly all season, but he's down into handicaps here, into calmer waters. It does mean, however, that he's carrying top weight of 12 stone.
And here now, Eldorado Allen in the blue and yellow jacket, the grey, number 1, at 10 to 1. Several in line for this William Hill handicap chase. 19 fences to be jumped. And they're away. Off and racing for the William Hill handicap chase. Castle Robin towards the inside is handy, so too the grey Eldorado Allen.
He wants to be in the front, doesn't he?
As they arrive at the third fence, Eldorado Allen leading there. 2 circuits ahead of them, Eldorado Allen from Shake 'em Up Harry, then on the inside Castle Robin. Darren's Hope is handy.
He's travelling well, isn't he?
And Eldorado Allen continues to make it under Brendan Powell, who'll be aboard the big breakaway in the Randox Grand National, with Nassalam on the inside, jumping the next huge jump by the leader there, Eldorado Allen.
Feels like he's in second gear. I've never seen him do this before.
It's with a second last next time round, and Eldorado Allen beginning to jump quite spectacularly. So a circuit left to go in this William Hill handicap chase, and Eldorado Allen giving a bold sight from the front here under top weight of 12 stone. Eldorado Allen from Midnight River, and in third Shake 'em Up Harry. They're followed by Capca de Lily and Kinondo Cueto towards the inside. Bow to Greatness is about 6th, and now heading towards the turn into the home straight. Eldorado Allen is joined as they run towards the third last. Eldorado Allen off them again. Outside Capca de Lily and Bow to Greatness over the second last, and Shake 'em Up Harry. They took it up there from Eldorado Allen. Here's Bow to Greatness in behind them. Now they stretch on the long run. Shake 'em Up Harry is claimed by Bow to Greatness, and Bow to Greatness. Up to the line, and Midnight River, what a great jump at the last, wins. From Bow to Greatness second, Kinondo Cueto was staying on in third, ahead of Shake 'em Up Harry and Eldorado Allen.
So what was he meant to do?
Well, I didn't know he was going to make it, but they weren't going quick, were they? So
He jumped well, didn't he, when he ran out of petrol?
yeah, he did run well, yeah. He thought he was in second gear all the way. Different pace in a handicap, isn't it?
He's jumped really well. I thought he was going to finish high from the back of 2 out, but from the last of the line, he stayed.
Yeah, thank you.
Today he was just in his element, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Jumped great. Yeah, that's a good solid run.
The time is here for the biggest jumps race in the world. Policing ramps up at the prospect of protesters trying to disrupt the event at any moment.
Apparently there's some protesters that have blocked a fence.
Protesters have made it over the perimeter fence and onto the Grand National course. Merseyside police on the scene and dealing with it as swiftly as they possibly can.
They say there's protesters on the course. Police are trying to get them off the fence.
News just coming through to us here that there is now an indefinite delay to proceedings. Now, as things stand, the jockeys are being held in the weighing room. They haven't been sent into the paddock, and the horses are circling the paddock now. We can't put an exact time frame on this, but clearly the course will need to be safe and cleared of protesters before we can get the race underway.
After a long delay in the parade ring, the jockeys finally start to emerge, ready for the race.
Yeah, we know what to do. Just be positive on him out the gates. Make sure he's awake walking around, and then if you can get into a nice rhythm, if you can get in the first 10, it'd be lovely, and just use his jump in, and then you've got all the time in the world, haven't you?
And there's number 17, the big breakaway. He ran a mighty race when finishing second in the Welsh Grand National.
Yes, welcome to the Randox Grand National. Runners heading to the start.
Adding to the tension down at the start, Brendan has to resaddle the big breakaway.
It's not what I need before the National.
The big breakaway has been dismounted by Brendan Powell. Just a little bit of saddle adjustment by the look of things.
With Brendan back on board, the race can finally get underway.
Coming forward. And they're off for the Randox Grand National Handicap Chase. And Handy in the centre is a wave of the sea in a red cap. Melling Road, Reciter Prayer in a yellow jacket is Handy, so too Frankie de Burley towards the outside with Cloudy Glen and also Cocoa Beach as they jump the first fence.
At the first in the National, Cloudy Glen made a very bad mistake in his unseated rider. Reciter Prayer has also gone. Hill 16 and Galvin, they go towards the second. Cocoa Beach just about landed out in front as the big breakaway has gone, and Durasso's another faller.
The big breakaway falls at the second. It's a tense situation as the team swiftly try to locate Brendan and the horse.
What's wrong?
Oh, I thought you were injured.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I know, but... Oh, my God.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right.
You haven't seen the horse, no?
No, I don't know where he is.
Oh, the horse galloped off. He's up. Brendan's never seen him, but we don't know where he is.
That's not our screens there, is it?
So he got up anyway. Hello? Right? You got him? Oh, well done. He's coming back, he's right. He looks quite happy. Look, he's absolutely fine anyway, that's the main thing. He obviously went down in a little escape lane. Job's good. Yeah. That is the National.
It's a few days after the Grand National meeting. Joe reflects on what was an eventful experience.
It was a nice day. It was nice to be part of one of the biggest races of the year, and I did enjoy it. I don't think they achieved anything in doing what they were doing. But you could see horses getting agitated in there, you know. They're used to a routine, into the paddock, 5 minutes, locky on, go. So the police did a really good job. The result was all a bit, it's just a flat quarter of an hour, you know. We couldn't see anything, we really couldn't, so we just sort of stood there. He came jig-jogging back in, and I could see from 200 yards away that he was fine, he wasn't lame or anything, he had his ears pricked. It was pretty stiff, but he's fine, that's the main thing.
These horses are all bred to race and to do a job. It doesn't mean that we love them any less. You wouldn't do this job if you didn't have a genuine passion. From day dot, there's never any stone unturned, and the care they get is second to none.
This is the big breakaway. I've just checked him after his fall. He's a little bit stiff, a little bit sore, like anyone, you know, bit of bruising. So I've just loosened off all his muscles behind, give him a good stretch out. Yeah, he's been pretty good. Like anyone, you know, if you've exerted yourself and you strain a muscle, or, you know, that's all it is, really. That'll help him, and he'll start moving back to the way he always did.
They're like us, you know, they want some sort of fitness and activity, and they thrive off it. They love to have a purpose in life, and whenever they retire from racing, we always try to make sure that they go to a home that's going to enjoy them and give them another job to do and another purpose, and let them still be active.
I need 50 grand to get to $1 million, so that's what I'm trying to do. And it's just the last 2 weeks now, so we'll keep going.